This week we've learned a lot about the future of Schedule 1. We know what's coming in the next update, and we also got a crazy amount of information during the developer's live stream. For now, let's start with the next content update. Earlier this week, a patch rolled out for all users. At the end of the patch notes, we see that the next update will contain a new property for users to purchase, as well as a jukebox/radio that you can buy. While many players think the next property is going to be this brick mansion since it's already modeled, there is some contradicting information we're going to cover later that shows it actually might not be this building. Now, we did get a beta version of this patch about a week ago, but all of these bug fixes are going to be available to every player now. This includes the ability to access your employee's inventory, as well as 2 major fixes to equipment. The cauldron and drying rack should be fully fixed, no longer bugging out. Many players also reported never seeing Mick at the pawn shop, so if that was you, don't have to worry because now his schedule should be fixed. ATMs and soda machines that you break are going to be repaired after 1 day instead of 2, and you'll also find some new graffiti throughout the town, such as these Queso and Charlie graffitis here. One sad thing about the new art though is that our beloved Splash Bob has been censored. You may have seen in my previous video that this guy here had some text above his head that translated to Splash Bob. Well, that text is now gone. If you'd like to read any of the other small changes, you can pause now to read the full patch list. Moving on now to some really big information. We recently got a live stream from the developer Tyler, and while the VOD of this stream isn't available, someone recorded the whole thing, so we'll be getting all of our footage from there. Before we get started, I want to say thank you to Zizzo on Reddit for providing some of this information, as well as Best Steam Reviews on YouTube for posting the stream. First, we're going to go over the upcoming map expansions. Now, on the roadmap, we do see that there's plans for a north and south expansion, but we actually learned today where exactly these are planned to be put in. For the south side, he plans to extend this area off into the water near the docks. He describes it as a bit of a slummy area, so maybe we'll see some shacks or at least some worn down buildings. However, on the north side, the more affluent area would likely be placed up on this ridge here, with a new road that's going to lead up to it. The roadmap states that it may even be a gated community, so that's kind of what we're expecting right now. This next one is going to be really big though. If you look at the highway that ends here, we've all seen it. He says that after the last 2 expansions are added in, he plans to finish this road leading over to the island. I can't even imagine what the map would look like at that point, but it's got a lot of room to grow and I'm pretty excited. We're going to be moving on now to some of the other things I found while watching the stream. We are going to be jumping from point to point, so hang on tight. Tyler says that he'd like to add a stats app on the phone. This would show your net worth, level, as well as data such as earnings or how much product you've sold and other fun statistics that you might want to know. When weather's added in, he'd like to add a weather channel that appears on the TVs, and someone in the comments even said what about an app on the phone, and he seemed to like that idea. Down the road, we may actually be able to earn money from the businesses we've been buying by completing certain tasks for each business that would then start earning passive income. He wants to add in a system for making organization logos that you could then put on your vehicles, packaging, or facilities. He already has plans for this room in the casino to be an office for the player. This is so you can purchase an ownership share of the casino to launder more money, but says it also may come with extra perks. The next drug that'll be added in is mushrooms, and on the side of guns, Tyler says that he doesn't want guns to become too overpowered, so there will be no crosshair or aim down sights. He wants them to be, as he says, a messy, unreliable solution. Aside from just painting our vehicles, he wants to add more customization such as wheels, spoilers, and maybe some performance options as well. I'm now going to cover some points that I didn't catch on the stream but were reported by other players. Once again, shout out to Zizzo on Reddit for compiling this list. Tyler is hoping to improve performance of the game soon. He plans for a Steam Deck release to be in May or June and is going to need better optimization before then. He says he's been working with people who are strictly focused on this. He says he's been working on a new building as well, and if it's the one from the patch notes, it's going to be released in May's update. While at first I thought it would be the red brick mansion, it turns out that it's planned to be sized between the sweatshop and the bungalow, which certainly doesn't match the mansion. The first real major update we're going to get is either going to be the cartel, police raids, or mushrooms, and is going to be voted on by the community. I want to know which one are you guys choosing. He does plan to hire a community manager, an artist, and a quality assurance tester. The full release of the game is planned to release in 2 to 3 years. This would be version 1.0 and is going to have a lot more content than we have now. Also, just keep in mind you're not going to have to repurchase the game, so don't worry. This one here is for my lore lovers. He actually says that more lore will be added along with the cartel updates or similar updates. We all have to wonder, has he seen Learn with T? Has he seen my videos? So stay tuned, guys. This next one's pretty good, everyone's gonna like it. Beds will be replaced by lockers, and employees will be able to do more. I gotta say, this stream had way more info than I was expecting, and I'm sure we even missed some of it. Check out my other Schedule 1 content right here on screen, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one.